I was told that I might not be able to ever walk again. Now I can walk, run, and I'm the strongest I've ever been. And this is my story. And it all started with one man, Wim Hof.
It's Wim Hof. You're Wim Hof.
Wim Hof. Wim Hof.
Wim Hof.
Wim Hof.
Wim Hof.
Wim Hof, also known as the Iceman, is a Dutch extreme athlete known for his ability to withstand freezing temperatures and fight off disease using conscious breathing practices. His amazing achievements have not only pushed our understanding of our bodies, but the abilities of our mind. And this is how he saved my life. I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis a day before my 21st birthday. Rheumatoid arthritis is a chronic autoimmune disease where your immune system mainly attacks your own body's tissues. This commonly affects your joints, causing damaging swelling and erosion, making it severely painful to move. I went from playing football, basketball, tennis and surfing to being bedbound, unable to drive my manual car because it felt like I was pushing down broken bones. I had the assistance of crutches and for a period of time, a wheelchair. As the days turned to weeks, and the weeks turned to months, I struggled to take care of myself. My limited mobility was really impacting the way that I could take care and cope, and everything that I knew how to deal with stress or worry, I couldn't. When you get a cold or a flu or anything, the first thing people say is don't Google it. It always makes things worse. I just wanted to bury my head in the sand, act like this didn't even happen, didn't exist. If I didn't look at it, it wasn't there. My amazing mother, bless her, she was the one that decided to do the Googling. Looking at what foods were bad for inflammation and what fought against it. If we could figure out one food group that we could cut out completely, then I'd be fixed. We started cutting out gluten, dairy and sugar to see if it worked. But the silver bullet to fix it all never came. But my amazing mother, she never gave up. And she also took it upon herself to be my carer. Every morning I would send her a text message when I woke up, normally around midday. She would help me get out of bed one leg at a time, help me get dressed and sometimes even help me get in the shower. I felt 100, not 21. I was highly medicated, having anti-inflammatories, steroids, immune suppressors, painkillers, you name it, I had it. I was having about 5 pills every morning and maintaining those painkillers every few hours or so. Panadol or Nurofen didn't even scratch the itch. I was taking Tramadol and that really didn't do too much. I found the medication wasn't effective at all. Anything they prescribed me just wasn't working. The days were short. My terrible coping mechanisms were getting worse. The increased amount of drinking, smoking, playing video games weren't soothing my soul. I was bitter and angry. How could I be like this at 21? Why would God do this to me? During these days, my mind wasn't anything that it used to be. Couldn't concentrate. My grades slipped. I didn't realize, but everything was getting worse. I remember one day getting home and just falling into my mum's arms, exhausted from daily activities. I just remember falling into her arms and just crying and just being like, I can't do this anymore. Then I came across Wim Hof, and his words really struck a chord with me. It nearly felt like he was speaking directly to me. I thought, might as well give it a chance. I've tried everything else. I was desperate. I remember my first cold dip so vividly. As I emerged out of the water, I felt the stillness, the quietness. The voices in my head had completely disappeared. The water was soothing, it was healing. It made me realize that I was focusing on everything I didn't have, not all the amazing things I did have. I could move my arms, I could breathe. I had supportive friends and family around me. I was okay. I found myself living in the past, questioning what if this changed? What if I did something different? Then I started looking to the future, trying to figure out what that even looked like, with everything just being ripped away from me. But I found that my mindset slowly shifted. I found myself being present, being a glass half full, not a glass half empty. appreciating everything I did have and not what I didn't. My body started to feel better and better as the inflammation started draining away. My movement increased. The last time I saw my specialist, he'd said that my blood test results showed that my inflammation, which normally was off the charts, had come back to normal levels. The inflammation had been receding from my body, and I could feel that firsthand. I asked the doctor if it was normal to get this diagnosis, and he shook his head. He said it was quite rare, but the one thing he said afterwards really shook me. He said there was a high likelihood that this could reappear in later life. That one day I would get out of bed and I'd struggle to walk again. And that really filled me with fear. It filled me with worry, but it also made me become more present. While I could feel this mobility, while I could move, while I could experience, it really lit this fire underneath my feet to do what I could do at that present time. And I did. I started having amazing adventures, but that would be a story for another time. Would I ever go back in time to stop this from ever happening? Something which is the darkest period of my life? The answer would be no. I am the man I am today for the challenges life has thrown at me, the lessons I've learned. The water was healing. It continued to help regulate my emotions and gave me clarity on my life directions. When I was given the opportunity to study the breath and in it, the benefits of the water, I jumped at the chance. That's when I knew what my purpose was, to help others just as Wim has helped me. Thank you so much for hearing about my journey. I hope this gives you inspiration to continue pushing forward with whatever challenges you're currently facing in life. I have a lot more to share, from practical tools to changes in mindset. So if you'd like to stick around and support us, pressing subscribe, liking and commenting will go a really long way. Keep on living the dream.